Most of the time, it's necessary to manage more than one canteen, and with OnTime you can. With OnTime Catering, you can easily create, delete, and manage canteens from the Catering Manager, if you have the rights. Let me show you how. All you have to do is choose the drop-down menu in the top. In the top you have the canteens you're currently managing. Here you can also shift from canteen to canteen. Underneath you can see which level of editing rights you have been given. Now let's try to create a new canteen. Starting from the top with the name, I'm going to call my canteen OnTime Food. And then I must select the canteen managers. These are the people who are going to have the rights to edit the canteen settings and the menu. The staff that I'm selecting have less rights than the managers. They can't edit things, but they can accept, decline, and see all the steps and create orders from the canteen manager. Then I select the currency and the time zone that fits my canteen. And now it's time to add rooms. These are the rooms from which you can book catering from this canteen. Since my canteen is going to be in Copenhagen, I'm going to select the rooms that are at this location. And then which serving locations we support. This could be pick up and canteen. You can also edit the warning messages so the staff member gets a notification if there's a new order or if there's a deleted order within a time frame you set. The item categories are the categories that you're going to have in your menu. So in my canteen I will have beverages, breakfast, lunch, and to share. And when I create my menu, all the things will be in one of these categories. I can always go back and add more or remove a category. You can set a user warning so that the requester gets a message if the order time is too close to the delivery. You can also set your canteen for auto approval according to your needs. Then I can choose if you want billing or not. If you choose not to use billing, it means that the billing zip in the top won't be accessible, and the orders will skip that step. The billing zip allows you to export orders as a CSV file and helps me keep track of all the completed orders. So I'm going to allow that for my canteen. Then I can choose my canteen's opening hours. So in this case, I might close the canteen early on Fridays. Next to the opening hours, I have the close for orders box, where I can set a few things. So in the first is the limit ahead. This controls how many days ahead people can place orders. I'm going to keep this at a 90-day limit. This way, people aren't placing orders for the next year or 6 months out. Right below, I can add intervals where the canteen is going to be closed. This could be if we are closed for a week during summer, or if we had to close the canteen for some reason on a Thursday, where we would usually be open. The last thing I can do when creating my own canteen is to create a custom field. This could be if we need people to put in a billing number or choose a department. To create a custom field, you click here and fill out the information. The name can't have spaces in it, so I'm using underscores instead. The label is the title that the user sees when they're placing their order. So in this case, I might call the order comments. The placeholder is the text that will be showed in the box in light gray until the user starts writing. So in this case, I'll put comment here. Now it gets a little more complicated. Firstly, I can choose what type of custom field I'm going to make. The first kind is the text box, which is what I'm going to start out by making. Here I must choose how many characters I want people to be able to write. I'm going to say that 350 should be enough. The minimum amount I'm going to leave at 0. And lastly, I can choose if I want the text field to be multi-line, which basically just determines the field's height. In my text field, I want people to be able to select which department they work for, since they need that for the billing process. The name of my custom field is going to be department code. The label is going to be department, and my placeholder will be select department. Now let's try to create a combo box. In this field, I can write my different departments, and every time I start a new line, it counts as a new department. But I can also choose to do something else with the departments. If I put a vertical line, I can put the department code, which might be more useful When billing, you also have the option to do an integral, which means that the user must put in a number between some values I set. After I finish my canteen, I simply need to save it. Once saved, it will appear in the drop-down menu at the top. If I need to make changes to my canteen, I can select the Edit option from the menu. This allows me to modify any of the information I just entered. Additionally, if it becomes necessary, I can also choose to delete my canteen. If you want to learn how to create your menu and edit orders, keep watching to become an OnTime Catering Manager expert. Thank you for watching.